Okay. We are going to take ourselves into a much more macro view level world than I think most D&D games start. We find ourselves floating in infinite rainbow void between reality, the pure chaos that permeates most of the multiverse that does not contain any Euclidean concept, anything. As we float through, we see bubbles in this rainbow sea of different universes, different worlds floating by. Slowly zoom in on a bubble slightly smaller than the ones you would normally find in this sea of nothingness that is also a sea of all potentiality. We find ourselves in a small microcosm universe, one so small that the lone singular landmass, the lone singular planet, for lack of a better concept, does not have an atmosphere, does not have outer space, because the borders of reality, borders of this world. We find ourselves floating into something not quite uniform as a disk, but something more approximating it than a sphere that you would find in another world. We find ourselves looking at the amalgam of the world of High Anozira, which is 100% Arizona spelled backwards.
I know.
But I will not take any fucking notes.
That was awesome.
Because you say it and it sounds
It looks really cool. I was like, wait a second, is that Arizona backwards?
100% was the thought process of naming. We find ourselves looking at the conglomerations. Anozira is the refuge of world. It is the refuge of reality. Anozira is formed around one universal concept, the adamant spire, a landmass, pure adamantine, so large that so durable that it can last void of chaos worlds. And as the refuse of other realities, broken apocalypses, and the trap and the of other reality crash into it, they stick, creating their own reality, maintaining their own law, and we find Anozira, realm of commingulus plane, a realm of refuge. Anozira does not have survived. The ones that survive the apocalypses, the annihilation, multiverse, the annihilation, their reality, are archmages, god, monsters beyond reckoning, and technological civilization so powerful, rival concepts. We zoom in on one of the more established areas. The closer you get to the spire, the older the world is, and the more uniform, the more concept reality. We find ourselves at the edge of the Styxian, a inland ocean, calling it a sea. Hey, you're okay. Calling it a sea is a disservice. It is an inland landlocked, roughly the same surface area and same size as the Arctic on Earth. Completely landlocked. Styxian Sea is primarily the river Styx from multiple realities have flowed together and have landed in this one ocean basin. This is the home of many monsters, the home of many creatures that would not survive. On the coast, we find ourselves rocky crystal coast known as the Skeleton Coast, which is the dead, decayed, and fossilized body of a dead.
Of the dead what?
Dead old one.
Oh.
Of a dead old one.
On the Skeleton Coast, on lone isthmus on what we would think is a finger bow, we find city-state that is protected and ruled by a entity known as the Mercenary, a adventurer of such high level that he rivals another god. Has passed this city-state in a way that other gods do. Anozira is different in the way that gods walk among. There is no other plane. Gods exist. If you want to maintain control of civilization, city-state, anything of political power, you have to your head of state has to have the past of a god. The mercenary king is unique in one way, that he is politically neutral. He has promised, paid, to keep the sovereignty of Chalice its own. So he will not defend Chalice unless something physically breaches. So he will not defend the Stormwall, which is outside of Chalice. That is your job. The Stormwall was built by none other than Vulcanus, Titania Pestilence, Vulcan the Titan, who is the head architect and lone survivor of reality. Head architect Titan-Mauler, the primary economic of Chalice, a armada of ships so powerful that their entire job hunt Kaiju, old ones, other dwellers of the deep, and bring them back to shore, across soul. Your job is to defend the Stormwall, a wall roughly 10 miles wide that protects the Bay of Chalice, Chilean Bay, from rest of the Styxian Sea. The Stormwall is unique in two ways. 20 feet thick, it's made out of uniform foot-by-foot brick. Brick is a rod of ability, an immovable rod, which means to push the wall, to move the wall 1 foot, you have to successfully succeed on 5. You have to successfully succeed on. You have to successfully succeed on. Oh, I had the number 25 separate 30 a DC 30 strength check to move the wall any one given place 1 foot.
Wow.
That does not require mortar. That is its primary defense, and it works for most creatures. You find yourself on the Stormwall, having given a tap, knowing that a creature plagued the city for more than millennia is coming. The problem, the Armada is not in dock. You do not have your ships made to hunt creatures of this kind. Your walls are manned by a skeleton crew, and unless the city of Chalice proper is broken, the only godlike entity in your vicinity will not intervene because of his neutrality. The Vulcanist and the rest of the Titan-Bane Armada is on the other side of the sea, in mid. You find yourself standing in the middle of the storm. Jess, why don't you introduce your character?
All right. Standing on her feet next to a friend is a dark slate skin-colored looking gnome, but the features are just a little bit more sharp. A little bit pointier ears, a little bit more pointier nose, but very short. And female, she has dark brown hair, pretty much black hair, with little specks of gray in it, as though she's just come from working on something or being in a cave or something. And she has a headband around her hair. She is wearing a necklace, a robe. She has these black boots that are a little bit fancier than one might see at a shop nearby. And that is saying something because there's a lot of magical items.
Yes.
And she wears no armor. She has a belt, but she does not wield a weapon. And she's looking very professional. But if you look at her long enough, you get this vibe, this feeling of it's kind of like one of those days, like just a menial day, working the job. This isn't exciting, nor is it terrifying. It is just another day. And that is Carna, the pronounce the name of the race deck. Because it's the Svirfniblin. Thank you. Yep.
In a very, I would imagine, humorous juxtaposition of size.
Yes.
Standing next to you is your longtime companion and battle, Zach. Would you like to do your introduction? I think you're muted.
Oh, you are muted.
Sorry, I muted the wrong. Okay. Oh.
We're using.
Are you guys getting echo?
No.
I'm not.
Are you hearing echo from us or from yourself? We're trying new setups today.
That's okay.
Okay, that's better. Sorry, the internet was cutting out very badly on the laptop, so I had to switch to audio on the phone, but I was hearing myself from both. Okay, sorry. So I missed the first part. You're up on the wall, walking?
You're up on the wall. You're currently standing. We're going to flash back a moment to talk about why you're standing there. But for now, we're just doing your introduction.
Okay. Standing beside this Svirfniblin, it's almost like, look, you see the Svirfniblin, and behind her you see just mass, and then you look past, and then you have to look up. I'm sure that there might be some specimens of Trox in this place, but none quite as huge as Tonk.
Hell yeah! Trox supremacy.
Yes. Behind this Svirfniblin, you see a 24-foot tall Trox. But not a normal Trox. This Trox has one arm has been replaced with cybernetics all over its back plating, along its arm, its one remaining organic arm, major arm, along its legs, on its chest, on its head. You can see where dermal plating has been placed all over this Trox. You can see the outlines of more cybernetics in the taut tendons and muscles of the legs and arm. On his back plates, there is a large neon cyber art that is also implanted in his back, which, let me...
We know.
When he was like, I want to play.
She has a couple broken toys that we put out of reach of her. She thinks because I'm distracted, I won't notice if she goes and steals it.
Oh my gosh.
Looks something like that. Just put it in the chat.
Ooh, nice.
Right.
Perhaps one of the most Oh, and wearing various pieces of armor, very like mixture of magic and technology, but not actually wearing armor on chest, just like bracer, a very large belt, very large boots. And the most interesting part, perhaps, as you turn and look, propped in one hand, leaning against him, is a gigantic, gleaming mithril cannon. Across his chest, you can see a bandolier with proportionally sized, would look like shotgun shells on a normal creature. But as you realize the scale and scope, that these are tank like cannon shells on this bandolier.
There's like nothing on your person that is smaller than me.
Normal
like
size.
it's like
Yeah.
yeah, it's like everything is so big.
Proportion past. And thing is even as big as you are, the Stormwall is built to accommodate a huge creature. It's like it's literally designed by a Olympian god. You have found yourself on the Stormwall, as mentioned before, because a creature is coming. A creature that finds its way to the city every 100 years or so. The timeline is never is like every tree, but that matchup. A creature that has yet to be slain by any member of the Armada permanent. The issue with the Stormwall is that it is still a wall. It's tall. It's tall. It withstand the attack of deep one or great old one that reside in the Styxian Sea, for the primary reason that the majority of them are either landlocked or ocean locked. They don't fly. The major exception is this creature, the Alabaster Leviathan. A Leviathan of such great size and such great power that it can literally swim through the. Now, the Leviathan is a tricky foe to fight for a variety, and its powers are well documented, which means that if you would like make a successful history check, I will send you a link to the creature.
Sweet.
The issue with the creature, it has a variety. The major issues are: one, the Alabaster Leviathan cannot be killed unless it is actively sleeping home water. Second issue preceding that, if it is killed outside of its home water, it is teleported to there where it sleeps for a few seconds and then it comes back. Nobody knows where the home water of the Alabaster Leviathan is. There is a potentiality that the home waters of the Leviathan are not even on Anozira. There's a potentiality that they are on the other side of Anozira, on the bottom of the disc, where no one can walk. Second, with the Alabaster Leviathan, it can plane shift 3 times a day. On a normal world, not as big of an issue as it would sound. Anozira is a world made of multiple planes. Each piece of a different reality is a separate banished creature who was born in a different country. They are banished to the country, to the place they were born. You plane shift as a form of teleportation on Anozira. There are no other planes, but all landmen are on a plane. So, the Alabaster Leviathan, 3 times a day, teleport itself anywhere on Anozira without fail. The third, the Alabaster Leviathan, is that it eats everything. And
It eats everything?
it can eat anything.
Oh.
Its internal stomach is a demi. Its stomach is a demiplane that it uses to carry its poultice around. It is flocked by elementals and monsters that follow in its trail, eat the refuse of cities and the populations that it destroys. The Alabaster Leviathan is not a creature. It is a sentient force of nature that you cannot. Your only hope is that you can destroy this version of its body before it destroys the city.
That is so cool. I mean, Carna doesn't say that, but that is so cool. I'm like looking through my spells like, what did I prepare today?
It's also, it plays so well into my favorite part of playing for this world is that, like, literally every single place is from somewhere else is a different plane because they're all from different planes.
That is,
Love it.
That is awesome.
Just patting myself on the back. Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Shameless. At this point, because you have been briefed, you have been warned the creature coming. I will let you can make knowledge history or a knowledge nature if you want to like discern information like weaknesses.
I'll do a history.
I do actually have a knowledge nature check, despite only having 20 skill ranks total.
20 total. For me.
24.
24.
Can we appreciate that the fighter barbarian gunslinger just rolled better on a knowledge check than the Mystic Theurger?
I only put like
she's a wisdom-based cast.
1 in history. Yeah, it's awesome.
How many skill ranks do you have?
A lot.
I have 20. I have 1 per level.
I'm impressed. Oh, I have 100. I have 100 skills. It says right there.
Literally have 5 times the amount of skill ranks.
I'm so glad you put something in nature. I did not. I put something in planes.
All right. Well, in that case, give me 1 second, and Zach, I will text you the stat block.
What?
I was like, I may be dumb, but at least I'm gonna know animals.
You know how to fight your prey, or whatever you're fighting. I forgot to mention that this little Svirfniblin has a little pebble that's like hovering around her head.
Oh, you have an iron stone?
I do.
Nice.
I don't know if it's gonna.
I gotta take this real quick.
Okay, you're good.
All right.
Oh, he's back. Oh,
Hello.
No. Hello.
I'm assuming you've had a chance to peruse your knowledge of the creature.
I have, and
holy fuck.
Yeah, basically.
Fear.
You find yourself staring out to the crystal blue day. Anozira has some interesting weather patterns. You're not going to experience today. Today is wonderfully clear for now. As you walk, without a perception check, you can see a dark trail of in the sky. A single dot trailed by almost like a flock of birds. As it comes in closer is a relative term. This is a colossal creature. This is a creature large enough that you could probably put a city on its back if you really tried. Coming closer, you see a ginormous, swimming but flying Leviathan, a whale, skin so starkly white that it almost looks like a cloud, perfect sky. Trailing behind it, you see a variety storm elementals, air elementals flying around, circling its trail. You see a large pool of air sharks, which are, of course, flying shark. You see rising in the water underneath it as it comes closer, the water pushing up and down, water up, and myths and creatures of the deep that you can't quite. The biggest problem the Alabaster by, without even commanding an army follow. A pack of hungry creatures that know that there is easy food found in the wake of destruction.
That makes sense.
As it comes in closer, the Leviathan moves. It moves slow, again, is relative as it flies. Moves at about around.
100 feet around?
If it really pushes, it can move 400 and around. But it's very rarely is in a row. As it swims closer, the large cephalopod?
Yep.
That's the right word. Large cephalopod motion as its large tail propels it in the air and flippers push forward. You see the single eyes out of its head glow purple. The eldritch color magic.
Hey.
We're gonna roll initiative.
Okay, I was like, let's get ready. Let's go.
So we are going to track initiative for 5 things. Zach, Jess, Leviathan, your fellow defender, who very few of them are higher, level 15. Stormwall defenders tend to range in the 10 to 15 level range of power. And the Remori, the trailer, the creatures that follow it along. We're going to track 5.
Okay, all right.
I wish you had built a Jaeger, Jess. Okay, 24 for me.
21 for me.
21, 24, okay. Where are your plus 50? I don't have my dice. We are going to be using our wonderful dice. Nope, not what I wanted. I love it. She's truly a broken.
How many rounds away would you say that she is? Or it is?
At its current pace, 100 feet a second. It is probably, or not 100, like 100 feet around. Probably about 20 rounds. So it's about 2,000.
Okay, yeah. That's
so it's not close.
But it's coming.
Then Okay. Going first is going to be the Leviathan.
Shocker.
Yeah, it's like we are surprised by so many.
I rolled real low.
Okay, it's got range on it. The Leviathan is going to lift itself up. Watch as cascading ripples of purple coil around it as dives down into the water. And as it dives, you watch the purple energy push out, making the dark, almost black ocean that you guard against glow in an ultraviolet black. And you watch as the water begins to recede from the pull away and push up as the Leviathan casts Tsunami.
What?
How tall is the storm wall?
The storm wall is 100 feet tall.
Okay.
How
That's
high
an
is the
excellent
tsunami?
question.
Yeah.
2 feet tall per level. So the tsunami is only 60 feet tall.
How wide is the tsunami?
Tsunami is 600 feet wide. Or sorry, 300 wide. I did that multiplication wrong.
That's okay.
10 is 300.
300 feet wide. Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know that it matters in this instance, but...
It does. Depending on where it puts it at the storm.
Mm-hmm.
The storm wall will take the brunt of it, but it will flood over into portions of the bay that you defend. It positions itself so you guys are going to get just the tail end of it on just the left side as the wave crashes in. The danger from the wave does not have the strength to push the storm wall in anything. A wall comprised of millions, if not billions, of immovable rods or immovable. It's not going anywhere. The issue is the tsunami takes all of the water elements. They were in the water underneath the Leviathan, pushes them with it. And you watch as the water element begin climbing up the storm wall and gets around the side into the bay of, or the Chilean. You have a full wall of defenders. This is not solely on you. If you choose to not interact with the water element, there's a potential that they won't attack you. They might focus on other things. It is information you're aware of. After the cast of Tsunami, the Leviathan brings itself up and it encroaches another 100 feet. 19 rounds to go. Which will then take us to Zach.
Okay. How close is it right now? 2,000 feet?
Right now, it is 1,900 feet away. Each round, on its turn, it will move itself 100 feet.
Okay.
And do remember that your armor-piercing bullets, they do increase your range increments by 1.5.
Yeah, it's still out of range.
Well, yeah, it would be, just barely.
You can hold an action.
Yeah, but we have elementals climbing the walls right now.
Is it climbing the tsunami wall, or is it our wall now? Like it hit us?
The tsunami wall hit.
Oh, it did. Oh, dang it.
In a slight interpretation of the of the spell. For what it functionally happens is that it hits, and immediately.
Yeah.
But they are climbing the walls, and there are elementals far, maybe 150 feet down the wall from you, where the wall loops around towards the Chilean Bay. So there are some in the Chilean Bay, and they will begin to wreak havoc. And for context, Chalice, outside of the Stormwall, does have its defenses. It is the capital city of the Adventurers Association, the International Adventurers Guild.
Yeah.
So it is not defenseless. For context. Also, for context, for size, it's roughly the size and population density of Tokyo.
Okay, of course.
It's the largest city in the world. Tokyo is the largest city in the world in terms of population, and of course Tokyo. And Chalice is the 10th largest city on Anozira.
Love it.
Okay. I will, but there's nothing going on around us. I will use my beneficial bandolier to teleport a APFSDS round.
All right.
Into my cannon and have it ready for when it comes into range.
Okay. Which, remind me again, what is the maximum range for that round? For you, that's 300. No, it should be 50. Isn't it 1,500? Because don't guns have ×5 range increments? Am I crazy?
You might be right.
So your cannon's an advanced firearm. You have 10 range increment.
10 range increments, okay. I was thinking realistically 1,200 feet seems a little short, but...
Yeah, you have 10 range increments, and you do touch attacks full set. Because it's an advanced firearm.
Okay. In that case, there is absolutely no possible way to miss. It is not possible for me to miss unless I crit
That's
fail.
true. Its touch is truly bad. It is not a dexterity-based creature.
Yeah. Let's see. I do have... this is the trouble with such high-level characters, is remembering all the things you can do.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's already in there. Okay, so what range increment is it at?
15 is 5.
So it should be 5. Yeah, 5 range increments. So -5 on my attack. Okay. First off, I'm going to declare a greater vital strike. Yeah.
12.
And I think... And I will point out that I also have greater penetrating strike. And I think that's all I need right now. Okay, so let's roll this. That is a 12, so I'll hit. And that will be 40 d12 damage. I need to...
Oh, let's go! use the Discord dice if you want to. Or whatever you need.
I'm not familiar with this dice. Roller.
Exclamation point R or exclamation part roll.
Yeah.
And then
space. And then it'd be 40
D12.
12.
Plus whatever modifier I need.
Yeah, and you want to do it, I don't know where you're doing it, but if you do it in the average dice is where you'll want to do it.
Oh,
that way it works.
Okay.
Plus it keeps all the dice rolls together.
Don't forget that 12 damage. That additional 12 damage. Okay.
Let's go.
So
hell yeah.
Greater penetrating strike ignores half of DR, and the APFSDS also ignores half. So you can reduce that as you see fit.
Which means his DR against that strike is 5. He reduces that by 5.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Literally just lifts up this gleaming cannon, which weirdly is definitely too big. but he seems to handle it with ease. Takes aim and just this deafening blast as and this like long delay, and then you hear this like really meaty thwack as something hits the Leviathan. And probably goes right through it as well. So if there happens to be any unfortunate elementals or sky sharks in the way...
Absolutely. Yeah, so you watch as this slug is more like dart or a bow or an arrow from a bow than it is an actual slug. It's basically a kinetic missile. And so you watch as like this blur just like breaks the sound barrier, easily just shatters it, basically teleports to the Leviathan. You watch it darts through this spew of this deep, like royal purple blood sprays out from the Leviathan as its tail whips out and ends up just killing a bunch of things outright. It's like physical reaction strike, and you watch as the bullet shoots out, and I'm sure it hits an air shark and just completely obliterates it, just like mist. Truly a terrible.
Okay. I will use my... Let's see. Oh, no, it's a standard action. Okay. In that case, I will use my beneficial bandolier to load a heat. Or not heat, HE.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Then take us to Jess.
All right. Tonk climbs up on the back of, Carna will climb up. Tonk.
I will fully just use my move action to lift you if need be.
Yep, to the spot where we're supposed to be. Okay. And she's gonna talk, but it sounds like a whisper, I guess, in your ear. Hey, I think the other guys can handle these smaller creatures. I think we should go up higher and draw the Leviathan away.
If you say so.
Are you gonna be alright with this, Zach?
As long as I can shoot.
Yeah, you should be, right? Alright, okay. She clicks her heels, and with her Boots of Teleportation, we're gonna go up 2 miles into the sky. Well, I guess not that far. Not that far, but no, not that far, because you need to have range.
Well, I got the high ground.
I'll just do fly. No, I'll just cast fly on you. We'll just cast fly. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh no, you need to be close. I will cast fly. And that is my turn.
All right.
I had this great envision, and I was like, wait, range. We need range.
Which will then take us to the hangers-on, the Remore, as we'll call them for this. So the elementals are full attack. You watch as they are striking, attacking. You watch as a slew of them are moving towards the city itself. The defenders are currently holding them back. You will get a couple probing attacks from elementals, but the ones that are near you aren't particularly strong, and none of them are significant threats to you at your level. What you notice is you watch as a slight glow begins to form a dark green around the wound you just placed in. You watch it slowly begins to close. You are free to make a perception check or a spellcraft check if you want to know more information, but it does look like that there is some magic affecting the Leviathan at this stage.
I'll leave that to Carna. I know animals. I don't really know magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which will then take us to the defenders.
I will point out, if there's any of these little elementals that get close, I will fully flip the cannon around by the barrel and just...
You'll just decimate them. They're all, for lack of a Pathfinder term, we'll use a 4th edition term. They're all pretty insignificant in terms of... Unless you're really into those movies, your call.
What was the word?
I have improvised weapon mastery, so
yeah, he's got.
I prepared to have to use the cannon as a club.
There's actually a whole style feat tree that lets you use it as a mace. It feels like a waste when you can do that much damage shooting.
Yeah.
The Leviathan will edge closer. What would it like to do? It moves forward. It's 100 feet for the round. Yeah. It is going to look out, and you watch as its eyes glow again with that bright purple energy, and you watch as in the space around it, purple eyes begin opening up, almost like creating a halo around head as eyes went up in space, and they each begin to glow, and the 100 eyes open up, each shoot an individual beam of light out onto the defender.
This is not good. You haven't cast any buff spells on me, by the way.
There's only one round. It's been fly.
Actually, let me double check.
That's important. I mean, if there was stuff that we were allowed to do beforehand, there were a few things, but like...
Ignore me. I can't read the range of my ability.
It's 1,000, right?
It's 1,000. It is currently still too far.
Yeah, sweet, good, good.
Okay, that eye attack is terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, Jess, if you... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's spooky. What am I looking for?
All right. Well, in that case, I think what it's going to...
Well, because you've seen the character sheet. You've seen what it does, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is actually going to... It's actually going to take its full round, and it's going to move 400.
Okay.
No, it's going to take its whole round. It'll take the 10 feet that it takes to get to the water, and it's going to do its full run underwater, which will double it. You heard it pretty good, and it wants to. So you've successfully convinced it fast.
Mm-hmm.
Take feet down, halves. So, yeah, it is going to move as it gets into the water. It will swim forward 7 feet, putting it at, instead of at 1,800, it's going to put itself at 1,100 feet away from the wall, just at the surface of the water.
Cool.
Which will then take us to Zach's.
I'm going to use my standard action to activate my Ring of Spell Turning.
Hey!
My one and only defense against that.
Oh, no.
And then I will... what's my fly speed? 60?
Yeah, usually.
About, I don't know, probably just north of 15 tons of metal and creature is just gonna start flying 60 feet up in the air, I guess. Hope you're not afraid of heights, Carna.
Oh, you know me. The higher, the better. No, for real. For real. The higher we climb, the harder they fall.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. Jess.
All right. I will do... I'll do... See, you're right, this is the problem with higher levels. It's like, what do I choose to use first?
Luckily, there's only one thing that I really need to do, and that's shoot stuff. But spellcasters, it's a lot.
Brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Tonk, what do you know about that thing? As I see you, like, turning your ring, for spell turning.
Well, I think it's pretty pissed off now.
Is it immune to anything? I really need to know that.
It's immune to a lot of things.
It's
hard to hurt with a lot of other things.
Is it immune to blindness?
No.
Great. I'm gonna cast Owl's Wisdom Mass, so both you and I get +4 to our wisdom.
Oh, thank goodness.
That's my turn.
I really need that. Owl's wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm not joking. Like I actually do.
I know you. I know you do. That's why I was like, all right, we'll buff both of us today, right now. So let's go.
Unfortunately, I had to forego the Cloak of Resistance +5 so that I could carry my gun.
Oh my gosh.
Try some mithril, man.
No, it's my shoulder slot I had to use for muleback cords instead of Cloak of Resistance.
That would do it.
I'm really excited. Yeah. Zach, I'm really excited. I'm buffing you up, but I'm also, there's so many things I can do. I'm so excited. You just shoot. We're going to have fun with this.
Okay. You do watch as glowing green energy continues on the creature's wounds. It's still not close enough to quite see what's happening there.
Mm-hmm.
And elementals continue to fight. You do watch as a greater elemental, air element, fly in. A greater air element begins flying the city.
Mm-hmm. Zach, what's your range on that gun that you need? Your cannon.
Maximum with the bullet with the
that you need it to be within
2,000 feet.
Cool.
If I were using the different round, it would be 3,000.
All right, good to know.
The defenders are fighting. You watch as along the storm wall, some of the defensive arrays begin to light up. The arrays are built for a variety of uses. The primary is to shield the city from storms, but a byproduct of that array is that it repels water. So you watch as that begins to light up.
Oh, nice.
You do know that it does take about 30 seconds for the array to fully power before it can be used. So until then, people continue to fight the elementals. It is a truly drag-out, brutal fight.
Carna, can you do something about that air elemental?
I mean, how strict are we staying to initiative orders? Because...
Well, no, I was just saying.
All right,
I think the biggest threat is going to be this guy that's coming in.
You watch as the Leviathan reaches, flies back up 100 feet, putting it within 1,000 wall. And you watch as that halo of glowing purple eyes backlight its head begin to brighten, and individual beams shoot out. As you watch as defenders on the wall literally just collapse. So for you two, here I'm just gonna ask, what are your guys' respective touching?
Our what?
What are our what?
Your touch AC.
17.
Crap.
Okay, can't miss you.
21.
It can't miss you. Okay.
Dang it.
So you both watch as two, we'll call them fist-sized for a medium-sized creature, streak towards you guys and just collide with your bodies. I want both of you to make will saves.
Ooh.
Question. Spell turning.
Remind me what that specific item.
Reflects 9 levels of spells back at their source.
Which would count.
Is it a spell? Does that count?
It
Because
functions as a spell, yeah.
I don't
It
know
is
what
not
level it is, but
I mean, if we're going to go off the creature caster level, not going to happen. But the spell level itself for the spell is 5.
cool. I was hoping it would be 4, so I could stop 2. But
So it's just blocking the one that's going towards you, Zach?
only the one towards me.
Okay, I will roll for.
All right.
Oh, well, that's good then. That's
Does it block or return it back to Cinder?
Pew! Shoots it back.
All right.
Not sure how that's going to work, but
I rolled for will save.
Yes, please.
Does a 42 pass?
A 42 does pass.
Yes.
what did you roll on that die?
15.
Oh gosh.
For context, the save on that is 37.
Oh!
So you have a 50-50 of surviving.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
All right.
I love it.
And it
I
was-
love
What
it.
is my... Yeah. The spellcraft check on this guy is not good enough to bypass his spell resistance, so the beam just... There's no way he can roll high enough to
Yeah. To
bypass his own
his
spell
SR.
resistance.
Yeah.
Dang.
It is functionally immune to its own spell.
Whoa.
Which I'm kicking myself now because I thought, maybe I should give myself spell resistance. But okay.
All right, which will then that'll be its turn. Who then takes us back to Zach.
Carna, this thing needs to go down fast.
Yeah, that's the plan. Okay.
I will. What?
Oh, was it a gaze attack? Like it was an area, like a cone, I guess, or it was just
100 individual.
It is 100
gaze.
individual range touch attack.
so.
They cannot target more than one person. So I can't target you twice. Different.
Got it. But as long as it's within range, it gets a whole 360 degree like range. It can
Yep.
look at you. And, oh, that's rude. Rude. All right, I'll do my best to buff you.
Throw stuff at it. If you can damage it, do it. Or if you can protect me from those eye lasers, then do that.
I can do that.
I will. I'm a fire in my laser. I will greater vital strike attack with an HE round.
Okay. Is that correct? Times 3.
Technically, if we're counting this, are we calling this a cannon or are we calling it a rifle?
It is still technically a cannon. You're using the stats of the cannon.
Times 3 then. So instead of 40 D12, it will be 60 60d12.
Yeah, you'll add 2x. No. Yeah, 62. You're right.
Yep.
Whew.
Also, it's a 30-foot blast radius.
Okay.
So I think it... Oh, I guess I'm giving it a reflex save, aren't I? Oh, crap.
Is it a reflex
And
save?
there's no way for it to fail.
Oh. So it'll be half of this though, which is good. You crit.
It's still pretty good.
Yeah, but literally
Okay.
gonna be less damage than I would have normally done.
Yeah.
That is the danger.
Okay. I was thinking it wasn't gonna have a great reflex save, but plus 36. Okay, well, it takes half of 429 points of sonic damage.
Wow.
Also, it bypasses half of the DR for piercing or penetrating strike.
DR does not affect.
Cool.
But I believe it has sonic resistance.
It does not.
Oh.
It does not. It does not. That is right.
Let's go.
I win. Hi. All right. It again screams in pain as you watch as the 30-foot radius explosion wrecks the creature on its back. As it's now within 1,000 feet, I would like both of you guys to make perception.
Make what?
A perception check.
Oh, okay. $47.
28. Jeez.
Okay. 28 is not good enough. He's still pretty far out. At this point, you're literally hitting him because he's so big. EMS range. With yours, Jess, you can see that inside creature's mouth, rest of the outside creature that is looks like a large humanoid resting inside of its mouth out and some green in creature.
Got it. Oh, this thing has things that heal it inside its mouth. I say out loud.
As a cult, yeah.
Yep. That's so.
Okay.
It's going to be so
Is
much.
it one individual or
At
is it
least
multiple?
one. At least
It is one that you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will use my beneficial bandolier to load an APF SDS.
Okay.
Because I don't want to give it reflex saves. And both the heat and the HE give reflex saves.
Then, fine.
Why don't you want to give
You're
it
okay.
a reflex save?
Because it can't fail. The DC is 20.
Oh, for yours.
And it cannot lose, it can't fail the DC. So
even if it rolls the 1, it saves. Which means it's always half damage.
Right.
Which means on a crit, I still did less damage than my other attack. Which is sad.
Which then does take us to you.
Yes! I'm just pulling up my character sheet once more. I'm pretty sure I've got this prepared. Okay, how many feet away?
1,000 feet on the dot. Right?
On the dot.
as it's
Oh, look at that. That's
actively moving towards
exactly
you guys.
1,000 feet. I'm going to cast a fireball right into its mouth.
A normal
All right.
fireball?
A
Delayed
normal.
blast fireball?
No, a normal fireball. I wasn't
Okay.
sure if this, whatever we were going to fight, was going to be immune to fire, because that's a common thing.
Well,
so I didn't want to
are
take
you
that.
gonna ask me?
Is it immune to fire?
It
No,
is not.
But it resists it very strongly.
Oh, well, see, it's all right.
So are you targeting the Leviathan or are you targeting the cultist inside?
It doesn't matter because it's a 20-foot
It really
radius.
does. It really does.
Right on its jaw. That it's still going to hit the guy that's there.
So you're actively targeting the Leviathan?
I would say yes. Yes.
Okay. Go.
Okay. Okay, so you said you cut out there. What was it?
Spellcraft.
Spellcraft check. Beat its spell.
No! I rolled too low, Zach. 29.
You watch as the moat of potential flame connects with the Leviathan and automatically shifted to a different portion of Anozira, a different plane, as the spell no longer exists, form, or function to harm it.
That's why I prompted you to target the guy.
That will be my
Carna,
turn. Yeah.
It resists spells too.
So if I could do something near it, then it wouldn't be targeting it.
Maybe, but it's a lot faster than it looks.
Alright, well,
And
see
it's
if you
tough.
can fly high. Again, we're trying to get... If it gets too
I
close,
forgot
I
to
can
use
move
my move action.
Yeah. That's my turn. I would say that's up to you and Justin to ask.
If you'd like to still use your move action from last round, I'd let you
Yeah,
say.
I'm just another... Now I'm at 120 feet. I'd like to think, too, that, like, when normal people fly with the spell, that they actually, like, they're doing some kind of Superman thing. Like, he's literally just raising up.
But a ginormous, right? Like, you are humongous.
Gigantic. Yeah, I'm
gigantic.
huge.
Yeah. Oh, little Winnie's so cute. Oh, it's a little squeak. All right, that's my turn.
All right. The let's actually pull up character sheet for that. The greater air element, who is huge, is going to fly up to you guys,
Oh, great.
and it is going to take its is it it's not the smartest in the world. It's going to make its 2 attacks against your the prop target. So it'll make it's I guess it's only one stomach blew up. I need to roll some dice. Hold on. That's a bad roll. Does a 24 hit your AC, Zach?
Nope.
And it just batters you ineffectual. But you are now being threatened by the air.
Okay.
The array on the wall begins to continue powering up. We are now 4 rounds away from it actually being able to repel water elementals.
What would you say would be the like a percentage or ratio of damage that Zach did to it versus like from being completely 100% and then like going down, and then like how much is it healing or being healed back? Like, is it like now it's at 0 damage again, or
It is still wounded.
okay?
In fact, I would argue that it is still significantly.
Okay.
But it is still healing.
Got it. Oh gosh. So excited. I'm so excited.
All right. Leviathan. Ooh. What do you do here? You are still too far, right? Way. Do anything great. Yeah, it's going to move up 100 feet, and it's going to pump power back to eyes. It's just going to keep just brutalizing. You watch as the beams shoot out, and again, about 9 people on the wall just crumble and collapse under the beam. Both of you, excuse me, Winnie, and roll. Nope, wait. Neither of your touches are high enough matter it can miss. Need both of you to make a will save, and I'm assuming you're gonna turn your spell.
Well, it's already turned 5 levels of spell. It can only do 4
So
more.
you cannot.
So I can't. So I'm about to go out of the fight because I can't beat the DC.
Don't forget you have Owl's Wisdom on you.
That doesn't matter. I already have a headband of making me smarter, more charismatic, and more wise.
Okay, mine's a 35 is what I got.
Oh no.
Crap, are we both out
19.
of this?
Good game.
Oh, that is a much more potent ability. You both become under the effect of the spell Feeble Mind.
Crap, I hate it! Okay.
Your
Right.
intelligence and charisma both drop to 1.
Yeah, this is bad. This is...
I believe also, because the spell is affecting both, also fall 150 feet.
Wait. Is this a spell that can, like an Ion Stone, can like absorb?
It might
dispel.
It
shouldn't dispel fly.
You're right. It's not cancel. It's not a concentration. That's right. I'm in where cancel spell. Yes, it is technically a spell.
I totally absorbed mine.
Which are you? Do you have specifically?
The one that I have.
The one that you're using to absorb.
It's a lavender and green ellipsoid Ion Stone. It can absorb. It's an 8th level or lower. Which Feeble Mind is a 5th level spell.
It is.
And I think I have like 50 charges on it. Or whatever it is. I think it's 50.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I can absorb.
Yeah. You are currently unaffected by Feeble Mind. The spell is absorbed.
I am, but it doesn't really matter too much, I guess.
I mean, you technically can still shoot a gun.
I hadn't read through it all the way, so
okay. Actually,
I was thinking like, gosh, I'm gone.
Can I use Can I use instead a Dispel Magic to counter it, since I do have Feeble Mind prepared today? But would that work on just me or on everybody? It's targeted, isn't it?
It's targeted. So it is technically 100 separate Feeble Mind spells.
Okay, so I don't think I can, because I think I can only use one reaction, right? Either my Iron Stone can do it, or I could do the Dispel Magic, but... Dang. Okay. Okay.
I am so dumb I can't talk right now.
Which is unfortunate, because you're the only one with information on the creature.
Yeah.
But it is your turn.
Okay. I'm hoping at least, like, maybe not intelligence, but just training and familiarity with this weapon allows me to continue to fire.
Your wisdom is technically unaffected by Feeble Mind. It only affects intelligence and charisma.
Yes.
I would say wisdom and training would allow Montgomery to continue to fire.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to take a 5-foot float to the side to be out of range of the air elemental. Because I'm imagining it only got close enough so that it could reach.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
I
you
think,
can definitely get out of it. You can definitely 5 foot out.
I think we're the same size.
Yes,
right?
you're both.
Okay. I'm going to 5-foot float to the side, and I'm going to ignore the air elemental, and I'm going to take a shot at, if I can see one of the people in the Leviathan's mouth, I'm going to take a shot at one of them. And everything behind them.
Okay. Make me an attack. Oh, actually, no, it's touch. This fucking firearms touch. Yeah, there's no way.
I almost critted.
Ah.
I rolled an 18. Okay.
All right.
I didn't mention it, but I'm always vital striking.
I kind of assume.
Mm-hmm.
There's really, with a one-shot around weapon, there's no reason not to vital strike.
It's this whole entire build is just to vital strike a cannon. All right, let's see. Back up into the dice. Okay, straight up 240 damage to whoever that poor unfortunate cultist is, and everyone and everything behind it.
Nice.
All right.
Into the Debbie plane.
Cultist is obliterated. Winnie, you're okay. Come here.
Does it go into the demiplane or does it hit the Leviathan?
It technically hits the Leviathan because he's not resting like in its throat; he's resting in its mouth.
Got it. That's what I was hoping for.
You're not smart enough to recognize this, but this creature is critically low on health.
What?
If I was to put a number on it, it's like 123 out of 765.
What? Go, Zach!
If I had not shot high explosive for that second shot and critical with what I'm using right now, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to survive.
Potentially. Which does take us to you, Jay.
How many feet away is it?
It is 1,000 ways. Wait, no, it moved closer. It's 900 feet away.
We've got to kill this thing. We've got to kill this thing forever. Which means I need to get really close to it.
Well, I can't talk, so I'm not going to say anything.
She's going to look at you.
I'm just going to drool back at you.
Just keep shooting at it no matter what. And I'm going to use my Boots of Teleportation to teleport into this thing's mouth with the cultist.
Interesting.
I can't believe you just did that.
I'm doing this! I have a plan!
Fuck, that would work.
Let's go! I mean, I could totally take you with me, Zach, if you wanted to come. Do you want to come? It's gonna be more fun up close.
I mean, I'm safer farther away. At this point, the feeble mind ray thing doesn't matter anymore.
All right. Yep. That's my turn. That's what I do. I'm so excited.
Okay. That's what you do. There are no current living things in its mouth. So that is not...
You just teleported to like a slaughterhouse.
You do see the slaughtered corpses of about 20 cultists who are actively using all of their different healing abilities to heal this fucker.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah, that's all. The air elemental is gonna fly up and it's gonna try and attack you, Zach. That's basically all it can do at the point, and it's there.
What a world.
Fucking no, it's not.
Just ignore an elder air elemental while it's trying to hit me.
Yeah, it's still not gonna hit. Oh wait, nope, I typed that in wrong. Let's try this again. Oh, I don't want that. Now let's try it. Does a 41 hit? Oh,
It does.
no, that's a crit. I win. Okay. I win.
I did get a mantle of spell resistance, son of a gun.
Oh!
I forgot I fought one. I remember looking at it.
What's the SR on it?
21.
21. Spellcraft. Spellcraft is an intelligence skill, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's do that first.
I don't know that it really matters all that much. I don't use intelligence.
You gotta roll to see, right? Yeah.
No, it has to roll.
Oh, it rolls.
It does not pass. You are not feeble.
Yes!
That's good. Hey, I just it was like the placebo effect. I thought that I got hit by it, so I was somehow just the research that I knew, I thought I had been feeble-minded.
There you go.
I mean, the difference is not that much. Okay.
We'll just make it canon that Troxes are, like, critically naive. Or
there you go.
Critically gullible.
Yeah.
You know, like you do.
Anyway, so how much damage is this thing doing to me?
It is doing... Yeah. The wrong number. A total of 21 damage. From the air element.
Alright. I would mark that down, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. Not that I have a huge amount of hit points. I only have 178, but... I'll mark that down. 26?
21.
21. Okay. Alright.
Alright, the array is powering up. 3 rounds till it goes off.
Oh my
gosh. Which takes us back to the creature. How smart are you? You're pretty smart. 15, you're not dumb. It can feel you moving around now. It is going to make its improved violence against you.
Oh no, Jess, you are gone.
What's your base?
My what?
What's your ace? Regular ace.
21.
Oh, it can't. Okay. Let's check for crit. Nope. All right. That means we are going to do. Oh yeah.
Oh gosh. It's typing.
13.
Why did he go into its mouth? Why?
So you're going to take 169 points of damage. Is that? Seriously. Hey, I'm not ignoring you. I mean, but I'm not.
Is that all I take? That
is all you. However, when it bites, it does use its does do 2 things. First, it has a disjoining bite, which means I'm going to need you to make me a will save.
Okay.
Have an active spell on you.
37.
All right, you succeed. So you do not have owl spell. Because it's attack.
I don't have the what? Sorry.
You don't have owl spelled off.
Oh, dispelled. Got it. Dispelled.
Yep. And then it gets to grapple you because it has a bite. What's your CMD?
I don't think it's gonna matter. It's at 30.
Oh no. Okay. The plus 62, I think.
Oh my gosh! CR 30. Let's go.
My next goal is to make a level 20 character build that is capable of grappling this thing.
There you go. Yeah. Leviathan Crusher.
So you take that damage, and you are actively grappled.
Okay. I'm not dead. I have a lot
All right.
I have a lot of hit points still. Well, like, you know, relative. I mean, you know. But it'd be really great if you could kill it, Zach!
Which does take us to Zach's turn. Yeah. It's going to fly. So it's now 800.
Okay. I'll just give another lazy 5-foot float to the side. And I will shoot the Leviathan once again.
Aim high.
All right.
Aim high. Aim
Roll for
high.
crit.
Oh, you know, I said, like, I was wanting to aim for, like, the eyes or eye.
Okay.
I did not get a crit, but it is a 14. So it's like 50 something to hit. Oops. I almost used roll 20 syntax there. It's going to take 266 points of piercing damage that ignores half of its damage resistance.
I'm going to take a big breath of air. Just in case.
Okay. What is your constitution score, dude? As I think. Yeah. You. I gotta do it. How do you do that?
Go, Zach!
I'm imagining, like, when it bit down, it, like, kind of thrashed its head to the side, and at that moment is shot, and it's literally in, like, one eye and out the other. Just, like, sudden silence as it just goes instantly limp.
Yeah, it goes instantly limp. The, like, ever-present groaning, like, whale song that's, like, present, not, like, focal point of your, like, focus, cuts out. You watch as 98 eyes back as a halo all crack, shatter, dissipate purple energy as Chalice once again sees a Leviathan. The body begins to fall, and as it falls, it touches the water, and it begins to dissociate into purple energy as it recovers, and his body is transported to its home water. Yes.
Yeah.
You are being grappled.
Yeah.
I'll need you to make a escape artist, strength, or CMB, like a grapple check to get or while it falls.
Oh, I don't need to get ungrappled unless it's gonna hurt me more. I'm totally fine being right here. I really am. I want to go with it. And we have to kill it where it bursts. That's the goal.
That's a one-way trip, probably.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to have you make me the same check, get into its actual...
Okay.
Because if you're just in its mouth, it's not going to... Okay. You have to get inside of it.
That's okay. Either way, I'm prepared. This was the goal. Okay. I'll do a CMB. And I got a 28. Which, Zach, you're crying probably over there, like... What's your CMB bonus there?
Mine?
Yeah.
My CMB. Hold on, it's loading, refreshing.
You know what?
My CMB is
cool.
plus 32.
It can totally not, because I have a way to... I have a spell. I'm ready.
I'll say use your spell because it is technically your turn.
Okay. If it is teleporting and it's gone to another... It's going...
It's act in the midst of dissociating, yes, as it falls.
Excellent. Knowing that it is leaving, knowing that I needed to get up super close to this thing in order for this to work. Oh, where'd you go? I'm casting Trace Teleport to determine where and when teleportation occurred and a glimpse of the origin or destination.
Okay, does it take you there?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, you know where it is.
Great. Okay. And then I'm going to use... Hold on, let me check and see if I can. Because once a day, my fun little... Mystic Theurger once a day can...
Come here, Winnie.
Cast 2 spells, one from each... So either my wizard or sorcerer or cleric. I'm trying to make sure that they're not the same.
One of each.
Yeah.
You just have to do one from each. So one cleric spell, one sorcerer spell.
And doesn't matter the level?
Nope.
Great! I will play shift.
Without me?
You're not there!
I also have Boots of Teleportation.
I will wait then for you. I won't do it on this turn then, because I know it's got a few minutes of sleeping. So I won't plane shift. I won't use this.
It's got a lot more than a few minutes of sleep.
It's got D100 years.
Oh, it's years. I thought it was rounds. Sorry, I was like, we gotta kill this thing quick. Got it. No, I will go ahead and wait. That'll just be my turn. I will just do the trace teleport. That will be my turn.
Hey. Okay.
But if I am falling, I do want to use a reaction to do Featherfall.
Okay.
So that I don't die as I'm falling. Yeah, so I will use that. Yay!
All right. You begin to featherfall. The air elemental comes back up towards Zach.
Oh my gosh.
Hits.
Hits with what?
Hits with a slam attack. 40 AC.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
And does 12 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it's your turn, Zach.
Okay, I am going to improvise weapon, turn my cannon around. I'm going to Greater Vital Strike, smash this thing across the face with a cannon. Which I have dubbed Cannon Club.
I love it.
And because it is a gargantuan +5 mithril great club.
So cute.
They roll to attack.
She's just like.
That is a 46 to hit.
Yes.
All right, it's gonna deal 36 d6 plus 17 points of damage. As I'm gonna freaking baseball swing this elemental.
Hi.
It is gonna take 138 points of bludgeoning damage.
Dissipate immediately. Even with his DR, which you have.
Poof.
Poof, just gone with the wind.
I will then use my standard action to teleport to Carna.
Nice.
Hey!
The mental image of just like sliding away and then finally just blam.
It truly was not an issue.
Get out of my way. I'm trying to. Can't you see I'm busy?
Oh my gosh.
Fly.
Okay, I'll teleport to you and I just catch you in one hand.
Oh, right.
Because you're like
So small.
3 foot tall. I'm like literally 10 times as tall as you.
I look so hurt.
It's
right
very
now.
cute. It's very Iron Giant.
Very, very Iron Giant. I mean, I'm a Trox the size of a 3-story building. And I'm flying and teleporting.
I mean, you're probably using the cybernetic arm, right?
Oh, definitely. Actually, no, that's the one that carries the cannon.
Oh, yeah. All right. You're falling.
Thank you.
Jess,
Thank
it's
you.
your turn.
Yeah. Hey, so I know where it's going.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're gonna go kill it then?
Well.
Again?
Yeah. I think wherever it's gonna be though, it's gonna be underwater. So why don't I just make it so we can breathe underwater? I can make it so we can breathe underwater.
Oh, okay.
If you
Which
want.
is literally like a 3-story building holding its breath.
You're so buoyant. Oh my
Sucking in
gosh. Well, maybe not because you're young.
No, I really don't
You
think I
wouldn't
would
be.
be
No,
very
you'd
buoyant.
sink. You would sink. All right. The spell.
Although the weird thing is, I still have a burrow speed.
Fantastic. Okay. Since we're kind of taking a little bit of time here, I don't know. Do we want to still be in initiative, Justin, or do you want me to? Because I would cast 1 water breathing on Zach. I'll cast 1.
I'll let you do a round of here.
Okay.
I will say, with that round of prep, with your trace teleport, the teleport is than what you're used to. So we're only going to get 1 round of prep before you lose the trail.
Gotcha. Okay. I feel like you can hold your breath a lot longer than me. So why don't
Let me see.
I do
How long can I hold my breath?
water
I'll
breathing?
be right back. The dog has gotten it.
Oh no! Okay. Well, here's the thing too, is like if I can breathe freely underwater, then that means I can talk and cast a spell. I think. I don't know if that's going to be interfered, but why don't you reload and get ready to go? I'll cast water breathing on myself, and then we'll plane shift and go.
Is it underwater?
It's all we know is that it goes to a place where it sleeps. In
Well,
the water,
your
right?
trace teleport says you get to see
right.
where it goes.
Is where we're going underwater?
Yes. With trace teleport and with it being weird, it is not where it normally would be, but you can tell that it is underwater.
It is underwater. Well...
Question.
It's a trap.
Do I know if I'm going to be able to shoot my cannon underwater?
You can always shoot it at least once.
Okay.
How
fair.
much does after that? I don't know.
Oh man, Zach. We can do this. I've got spells. I cast water breathing on myself.
Okay. In your one round of prep, is there like a group of elementals nearby-ish? And by nearby, I mean like within...
Yes.
2,000 feet?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm just gonna load an HE and just shoot that group.
Amazing. Alright.
Gone.
And now, I will plane shift us.
Alright. I need you to roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
Okay. Let there be luck. I don't think this is gonna be good, Zach. It's an 89.
89. Alright. You feel your body shake and vibrate, begin to resonate. Plane shift is normally a spell where you know where it is and you use a tuning fork that's tuned to that place and you move there. As you begin to vibrate, you know where the location. You watch it crack. Purple energy that this creature uses crack space time itself as you get ripped, pulled through. You are now 89 future in its secret ocean underwater while it sleeps.
Whoa, 89, did you say 89 years in the future? Is that what I heard?
Yes.
That is what I heard!
That is correct. The secret of the Alabaster Leviathan recovery is that not only does it sleep for a century before it wakes up again, each time it dies outside of its home water, it is teleported 1d100 years into the future to sleep that century. Following its trail of teleportation, you have followed it through the flow of time.
Oh, I see. Oh, whoa. Oh my gosh. That is cool.
The Leviathan sleeps below you. You are in the water. Zach, holding your breath. It's your turn.
Is Jess frozen for you? Oh, there she is.
There you are. Yeah, you were frozen for a sec too. So, our internet.
Okay. How far away is it?
You are right next. You are within 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Still with fly on,
And
by
it's
the
sleeping, right?
It is actively sleeping.
Woo! We have to do all this damage again. We will.
Not if I coup de grace.
Coup de grace, Zach! Yeah. Do it.
I will load APFSDS. I will put the barrel of the cannon like on it. So point blank range. Actually, is there anything you could do, Carna, to evacuate all the water out of the gun so that the barrel is air but everything else is water?
I mean, I could control water, yeah.
Can you do that, please?
Yeah.
Can you move the water out of the barrel and make a total
I
of
can
air
totally
so that
control
I
water
am
today. Oh my gosh.
Please
I mean,
do that.
I don't know how you're
I will
talking
wait for
underwater,
that to be completed.
but yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Because I can speak freely. Yes. So you're going to have to wait until it's my turn.
Yeah, I'll hold my turn until you've done that.
Okay. Cool.
You hold your turn. You control water.
I control water.
You shape a perfect cylinder of air. You like begin pulling air bubbles, shifting, separating out tunnel. Dehumidified air, call it.
I love it.
As you pull the trigger to your cannon. Roll damage.
Okay.
Go, Zach, go.
I believe it auto crits as well.
It does.
So it'll be 60d12.
Woo.
This will be the most damage ever dealt with the assistance of shape water.
Yeah, that's right.
That'll be 443 points of damage. And
There's no way that it can survive the grok.
Yeah, because I believe that fortitude check is a DC of 453.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
As you finally, for the first time in Chalice's history, slay Leviathan.
Now let's take a selfie.
Yeah, completely. Yep, underwater camera.
Yep, I swim like over to the water I clear out the control water.
Blood.
I control the water. I'm
massive
controlling
amount of gore just going everywhere.
Purple ichor,
just like make a current around that. Yeah, just like psh. And then I pull out one of my 4 bags of holding, and then I'm like reaching in to like get my, selfie or whatever, and I'm like, oh, remember how you said like you wish I like made a Jaeger? Yeah, I got 4 of them. We didn't have time. Anyway, here we go. Here's the picture. And so, like, we pose. Take a bit. I'm this tiny little thing in this, but I'm like I'm way in front, so you're like way behind me, so it looks, I guess, better, right? With like the Leviathan, like.
It's like triple force perspective, trying to get the scope of the Leviathan and your huge friend.
Just leaning against it.
Yeah.
Cannon.
Yes. All right. Well, in this pocket of air, should we go back? All right. I'll plane ship this back to the above the storm wall, about like 200 feet. Yeah.
You plane shift back to the storm wall. It is still 89 years future. Chalice still stands. The rift in time used to follow, no more. I told you only had one round of.
Right. Wait. So now it's been 89 years since we just left, right? Is Wither in charge? Flashbacks. What is there? What remains of is the storm wall there?
Storm wall's still there. Chalice still stands.
Okay. Man, we better get paid for this.
Yeah. At least we got a good picture.
Yeah, got a great picture. Well.
You had 4?
I had 4.
Oh.
I was trying to use them, but I wanted to make sure.
Next time.
I also have spell resistance that I could have cast, and I didn't.
Oh.
That's all right.
Yeah, that thing moved really fast.
Yeah.
Once it got mad, it got really hurt. That first hit bloodied.
Oh, go Zach! Wow. Yeah,
If you had done less damage, it would have stayed on course.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I will say I didn't make this build with the idea of it being obscene amounts of damage. It was really like, how funny would it be if I had a character that could carry around a cannon? But then it ended up being like, well, I want to carry around the biggest cannon I can. So
I literally did basically this exact same build with a Shobad. But I used the main chassis class being Vigilante with the rogue alternative or variant play classic. So I had strike and sneak attack, plus improved vital strike with the cannon. Plus, I got the rogue talent bombs and exploding missiles, so I did full bomb damage with it.
Wow. Yeah, I looked at Shobad and I was like, but then I have to take 5 levels of monstrous humanoid, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to maximize the amount of feats that I was going to get from all the fighter levels.
That's fair.
I mean, it's ended up making me a fairly good all-around fighter with the improvised weapon. Gosh, I now I want to make like a Slayer or someone with Vital Strike. Vital Strike's awesome.
Vital Strike, once you get even just the base Vital Strike is just really potent. Like, especially if you like take like the adopted trait and get like be adopted by orcs, so you can orcish weapon, martial weapon, grab the Butcher's Axe, which is as a does 3d6 slashing.
So cool.
It gets crazy. I also have a build. If you do just straight bow build, Vigilante, you can stack volatile arrow and the exploding missile bomb rogue discoveries together, so you can deal double bomb damage on a single arrow strike.
Wow.
Because technically a volatile arrow does not count as a bomb because of the way it's worded.
Nice. Well, so I found one of the only looked up, discovered one of the very few places in Pathfinder where you can stack multiple bonuses to one thing, and that is carry capacity, because it turned into like, oh gosh, I've got to lug around a 15-ton cannon. My heavy capacity right now is 28,800 pounds. Literally 1,200 pounds shy of being able to carry a 15-ton cannon and nothing else. And so if you combine one, obviously, enlarged person doubles your carry capacity. If you combine that with muleback cords, which treat your strength as 8 higher for the purposes of carrying capacity, and you add a cybernetic arm, which doubles your carrying capacity, and you have permanent ant haul, which triples your carry capacity. All of those things are different bonuses
that do the same thing.
That all do the same thing. So when I realized, I need like permanent ant haul on myself, my carry capacity went from 2,100 to 9,600 for light encumbrance. And then Mithril was the last piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, Zach was like all bummed. He's like, I can't carry it because it's so heavy.
I'm currently carrying 15,000 pounds.
Plus like 40 with like her,
You're just a rounding error in my carrying capacity.
That's right. I round up, yeah.
But yeah.
I didn't drop it at any point, but there was a little fun thing about Carna. So Carna, whenever, she would have turned in her paperwork or whatever for this, her name is Carna Autumnwhistle, which their clan is similar to the Winter Whistles, which was the gnome. And I was like, oh, she's like spendthrifts, you know, it was like so, but obviously not exact.
Yeah.
So
you also, like, we're full on Tony Stark in every.
Yeah, okay, so I thought we would get like maybe a little bit more time because I would have totally buffed you up a little bit, Zach, and then gotten into one of my 4 golem, like, you know, constructs.
Frankly, I don't know that you could have buffed me very much. I have already, like, I spent a lot of money, and I still have 351,000 left.
Yeah. I could have given you the spell resistance, you would have already had it, but it would have gone to 27. And then Owl's Wisdom I gave you.
Didn't have any effect.
Yeah.
I forgot about my headband. Which I got for all 3 mental traits because I'm like, sure, whatever. I got money to burn, even though it's... And I just wanted it to be a little bit smarter of a character.
Then I would have given you protection from evil or from chaos. I think I have both.
That one would have helped.
Yeah. So Justin, I wasn't sure if there was going to be like a rift or something that we had to go to. So I totally planned out Arcane Lock with... I had a bunch of diamond dust, and I have the permanency spell.
That's what you wanted, the diamond dust.
Because I would have made it permanently locked. Nice. Which would have been really cool. But if it was a certain area, I would have had to do like a bunch of it to lock it or something. So I was like super stoked for that. I was like, oh man, like if I... So the trace teleport, you have to be within 40 feet of the thing. So when you were like, it's almost dead, I was like, oh crap, like I need to get right next to it.
I had no idea what you were doing. You should not have gone in its mouth. I'm pretty sure that it would have, because I think the air elemental had hit me at that point, that would have killed me.
Yeah.
I would have barely survived at full hit points. That bite that it did on you?
If it had another chance to bite you, it would have swallowed you and put you in its demi-plane, which is basically the maze spell. So you would have just trapped while you plane shifted out.
Yeah. I mean, plane shift, plane shift, I would have been able to do that one again. I do have Boots of Teleportation, and I think teleportation prepared.
So all other teleportation effects do not work inside of its stomach except for plane shift.
Oh, right, because it's... Oh, man. Oh, gosh.
This creature is wild.
Mm-hmm.
This creature is like, are we sure it's CR30?
The thing that I was scared about was like, do not let it get so close that it can hit with its tail. Because its tail slap.
You.
Yeah. It can. The wording of it says, the overwhelming blow tears at the underlying structure of reality. It can use its plane shift ability on creatures so struck by its tail as a free action. And it causes it to, basically, it literally tail slaps you into a different plane of existence.
Wow. See, I had... Okay, so
it would be funny if it were time traveling, because then it would slap you into next week.
Nice. Nice. I did have blindness. I had banishment in the event that it was like I could just banish it back to where it came from, make it use up its plane shifts, right? And then Finger of Death, Destruction, those ones do 150 damage. Slay Living, that one could have killed it, but it would have been a Fortitude save, which I figured its Fortitude was probably really high.
So interesting thing for it. So while it's not immune to like banishment, it does have an ability called planar acclamation. So it's considered a native of whatever plane it's on.
Oh.
So banishment wouldn't have been permanent.
Oh, it would have done nothing. You would have just been like, sup.
It would have waited it out and popped back out.
Amazing. Oh yeah, because it would have been like the 1 minute or the... Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Thank you, Justin. This was awesome.
This was a lot of fun.
That was so. I had fun. That was fun.
Chalice is one of my favorite cities in this setting. This setting is in itself wild. It's my epic magic, epic fantasy setting for the Enigmaverse. Just because it's basically all things fly.
So this is this in the Enigma?
Yeah, so it's in that part of that.
It's part of that larger Enigmaverse.
Yeah, so it's part of the larger. Yeah.
Oh.
So basically, all of the stuff that collides are from like alternate realities of Earth or alternate planes from Earth. So there are like sections of it is like it's just a chunk of hell that from a different reality that gets like grafted on.
I love it.
And it's one. It's like it'd be really interesting to explore because like each individual plane that gets grafted into it keeps its like own properties. So you can like fully just walk between planes, insane, and then the politics of like center of it are like crazy because everything is ruled by deity or whatever, which then puts like clerics, temples in a really weird place because all gods that exist and are worshipped are like active figures and active political entities for different sovereign states. So then that makes temples not only places of worship, but they're also like
political.
They're like political. They're like embassy, almost. And then it's the whole like rigmarole of like, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh man, yeah, Are you at all interested in like writing a book or a module or like getting it down?
If I had time, I would, but I just not. So this, the Enigmaverse just perpetually lives in my head with like half chicken scratch. Like I gotta remember these bullet points for the different setting. Because like I have a few. Because like if you have like your generic, like you have the Enigmaverse, which is or Enigma, like base, just like regular magic, urban fantasy. You have Sade, which is like high sci-fi superhero setting. I've got Godfall, which is basically my version of Fallout, which is like basically like they figured out how to take religious relics and parts of gods, turn them into nuclear atomic bombs.
Oh, great.
Powers, and then in the process caused the apocalypse, destroyed all of the gods, and then you have like pockets where of like instead of having like places where like a bomb falls, you have a god whale fall where a god died, body crashed, and the magical radiation of that just creates unstable reality. It's
so cool. Yeah, you, Zach, both of you guys have really like creative minds where you can just like make worlds. Like I don't think that way. Like I could, but it's not just like, oh, it's just there. Like I have like a world that I can just, So I don't know. It's really cool. It's a talent. It's a dope talent. Maybe it's like an engineering thing, right? You're just like, let's just build stuff. Okay, let's build it like this. Like, yeah, so. So cool. We were wondering,
I enjoy getting lost in the details.
Yes. I was thinking today, I was like, okay, what would happen if, let's say, like, I was put into Zach's cannon as, like, a weapon, and then, like, I'm getting shot, and I hold my action to then dimension door, which I have, like, outside of it next to the thing. Like, this was the question, like, would I keep going at that speed in that direction, or would I take all that force and, like, get hurt? And then the other thing was, like, you know what? It's magical. So it probably, because it's magic, absorbs that force and has you stop wherever that is, and gravity just starts again.
I'm a firm believer in conservation of momentum.
I agree. My teleportation conserves momentum. So if you're running, you keep that momentum. Or if you're falling, you keep the momentum. Which then, like, all right, just reorient how you teleport. So if you're like you're falling, you teleport at the right time. You teleport, so it shoots you up.
Yeah.
If momentum wasn't conserved through portals, like walking through a portal, you wouldn't be able to walk through a portal.
Yeah, you'd like touch it and it'd be more like what happens in like Stargate TV shows where you touch it and it just like rips you through reality and it forces onto you.
Yeah.
Well, again, like that could just be like what we call magic, the unexplained. But let's say it does explain it, where it's like, okay, like it does conserve it. It takes it, like a portal, a door, right? Would be like it has now merged that, and it's a fine point of connected land for that one moment, so that when you do walk through, though gravity should change, right, based on like which planet you're on. Like, I feel like that doesn't come up at all ever. Gravity's just the same.
The amount of time you teleport between, or portal between places with different gravity is pretty minimal in a lot of D&D, though. So I think that's why it doesn't come up much.
Yeah, it's probably one of those things where it's maybe not worth the hassle to work out.
It could just be like, your movement speed is now decreased by 5.
That's one of those things where like it'd be really fun and interesting to read about it, not super fun and interesting to play.
Like, I'm slower now. Dang it.
But you can jump higher.
Oh, if you had less gravity.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. So like increase your
and you wouldn't take fall damage.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be the same. It'd be like halved of normal or whatever.
Well, if you have like normal air density but lower gravity, then your terminal velocity is going to be lower. So you physically can't take as much fall damage as you would otherwise.
True.
I was going to say something, but I don't remember what it is now.
That's okay.
That was fun. It's fun being a sorcerer and a cleric. Let me tell you. Like,
Mystic Theurger is really cool, but it is not worth the low level.
No. I mean, yeah, not where you're like, okay, I'll take 5 of this and 5 of that, and now I start building up. Like, you have to build it for level 20, I think is what it's made for.
It's an in-game build, so having like slog through the the build up for it would probably.
Yeah, it was. I didn't realize how smart it was though to have me do that, because I was essentially two casters, while Zach, you were doing so much damage as a fighter / ranger, right? Like you were doing, like, one of your first attacks, you're like, hey, you should hit it, and I'm like, there is no way I'm going to do as much damage as you're doing, and if I am, it's got to be so much closer, because I only have a 60-foot range on like disintegrate, like so I was just like, no, I just got to keep Zach alive. Like, he's going to kill this thing. Like, this was smart. And, oh, man. I'm glad I got the Ion Stone thing to, like, absorb that feeble mind. Because otherwise I would have just been like,
that would have been bad.
Crap! I can't do anything. I have a Wand of Greater Invisibility.
I used it twice without really, like, thinking through, like, the implications of, like, that is a brutal DC.
Yeah.
It's unreal. Like, the only people who would be able to succeed against that are people who really need to succeed against it. Like, it sucked. It would have sucked for me more from a being able to communicate standpoint more than anything, because it didn't.
Yeah.
I did not rely on my wisdom or intelligence at all. But man, absolutely debilitating for casters.
Specifically, wizards that do intelligence, and sorcerers that do charisma. Thankfully, I was neither one of those. So if I did get
bards,
hit,
or any of the other numerous casters that use intelligence,
Not
or paladins. Paladins use charisma. It's really basically druids and clerics who use wisdom.
Right.
And
then
they
I got
would be fine.
lucky. I wanted to make sure that my casters were the same class. So I was like, okay, well, what cleric could be anything, that's like charisma based, or what sorcerer could be the other way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm glad there was the one, and it never came up. But that's what one shots are. It's like we build all this fun stuff, and then it's like, all right, I'm just gonna go into its mouth, and then hopefully it doesn't kill me. And it got me down to 50 HP, and I'm like, Zach, kill it.
Isn't that so funny though? I must have rolled really, really bad on health because you have way more health than I do.
I took the toughness feat, and I made sure that my Constitution score did get to 14.
Mine's a 17.
And then I took hit points for every hit skill rank thing. Because I was like, I would rather stay alive.
I took no, I didn't take hit points. I put all of them in the skill ranks for Intimidate. Even though I didn't use it. But my Intimidate is 23.
So good.
But still, would have only have been 16 extra hit points. I just inadvertently made a glass cannon.
Yeah.
For a level 20, 178 is not a lot of hit points. If a wizard cleric or a sorcerer cleric can outpace me. I
rolled really well for my hit die.
Nice.
Holy crap. I was like, these are my hit points?
So, here, let me see what I get if I re-roll it again. Because I have 3 for my hit dice. I have 3 D12s. One of them is maxed because my first level was in Barbarian, and everything else is a D10.
Mm-hmm.
I have really great hit dice.
Are good. They are good.
But it just didn't. So if I go mission point, roll.
Wait a sec. My Constitution is 20. JK. How'd I get it that high? How did I get what? Oh, it's because I bought a belt of what the perfect body or whatever thing.
Physical perfection.
Yeah, that's what it did. It bumped my Constitution up to 20.
There we go.
I was like, what? This makes no sense. But there it is. Yeah, 20 temporary hit. Yeah, yep, that would do it. Thank goodness for that. Thanks for 1.7 million. I was literally buying stuff, and I was like, I have 1 million left. What am I going to do? And I was like, I'll just buy 4 constructs that I can just interchange.
Did you actually spend all your money?
I did. Well, I mean, roughly.
I have 350,000 left. I'm like, I've run out of slots of equipment to use. I bought a bunch of potions of different resist energies in case we were going to run into something like that.
No, I used up all my money. I used it all up. up.
I'm like, I have nothing else to I don't know what else to spend on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to the character advancement page on the SRD. Went to level 20, saw what the suggested gold was, and doubled. Okay, that's what we're doing.
So good.
Oh my gosh, nice.
Yeah, I was just like, well, sweet. I would have definitely made a bunch of these. I had a Cloak of Etherealness.
What is your most expensive equipment?
I do have True Sight goggles. That's 184,000.
Yeah.
Let me see what the most expensive.
Probably your construct.
I was gonna say, yeah, that doesn't beat the construct. 600,000 for the adamantine construct, Zach. which is the highest
Wow.
one. That was 600,000.
Which I still think it's weird that the Mithril Golem is a higher CR than the Tank.
I got them both just in case. I was like, hey, I'll just get these. And then I got the iron one. So I was like, Iron Giant, and then a Clockwork one. So those were literally the top 4 most expensive. And they're exactly $1 million, all of them together. So I was like, perfect.
Most expensive equipment is my Belt of Physical Might +6 for Strength and Dex. Also enchanted with a permanent enlarged person spell.
Oh, with that on it. Well, how much is that then?
250,000.
Nice. How much was your cannon, though?
My cannon, which is a +5 mithril distance impervious rifle, technically, was 163,000.
Amazing.
Also, it's gargantuan size.
Yeah.
Yeah. So its stats are a gargantuan cannon.
Yep.
I realized that I did not prep at all any of like your bullets, right? Your cannonballs or anything. But I was
I think I did okay.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you did.
I think I did okay.
Yeah.
It was fun thinking about some of the like thinking, wait, this isn't just like some bombard like black powder cannon. This is going to be like a cannon taken off of a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Like modern, if not better, more than modern, futuristic tank cannon.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, oh yeah, we're not going to just be shooting, bullets out of this. There's special, you shoot special stuff out.
Oh yeah.
If it weren't for that thing's stupidly high reflex save, I would have loved to have used the high explosive and the heat.
Yeah, okay, what was its stat? Okay, what is this thing called? I'm going to look up its stat sheet.
Leviathan.
It's literally just a Leviathan.
Just called Leviathan. And I can't really complain because I have a stupid reflex save too for how big I am. But his reflex save is 30. Oh, also, when you went to... get out of its grapple?
Mm-hmm. You were laughing.
Yeah, just go ahead and guess what its CMB or CMD is. It's combat maneuver defense.
If mine's only a 30, I don't know, 50, 60?
83.
I don't know. Wow, that's impossible. Could you get out of that?
Nope.
I mean, I was just going to teleport. I was going to use Boots of Teleportation.
I have a plus 32 to my CMB.
Yeah. My goal was to, one, go with it, if that was a possibility. And then if not, then it was like to use the Trace Teleport. And then it was going to be, if I was grappled, still in its mouth, while it was dying, I would have used Boots of Teleportation to just move out of the way. And then used my mythical Theurge to then do my second action. To do well, no, that wouldn't have worked with, well, I guess I have teleportation.
You would have to cast
no, I wouldn't, yeah,
as
that's
a
right.
spell.
Which, when
I just realized this thing has greater Vital Strike, not improved Vital Strike. So I did 10, 8 less damage than I was supposed to on that bite.
Oh. Okay, how much less?
10d8.
So roll 10d8 and see if I would have survived it.
Oh, it does. It has the same it has the same feat that I do.
Just needs to be lower than 50.
Well, the average is going to be 40. Technically, average is going to be 45, so it's going to be right on the line.
Oh, you called that, Zach. I would have 5 hit points left, guys.
Where do you roll it? In the dice channel?
Yeah. That tail slap.
No, the average
Dimensional Vortex.
Ooh.
Fast Swallow.
Mm-hmm.
You can also disenchant items when it puts them.
Yeah, I was really afraid of getting close to it. that was the bite thing that the will save you made. If you had failed, it would have disenchanted some things.
See that? That's crazy. That's so crazy.
It's just a really strange
I think I rolled
ability.
a 37.
You did. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's got a lot of abilities on it. Like, these don't feel like they're together.
They're like,
who made
some
this?
of these are really scary. Like not from a. I mean, it's obviously it's got a nasty bite attack and tail slap and slam and all that stuff. But like these effects, the feeble mind effect, the disjoining bite effect, dimensional vortex effect, even hurling bow inhalation, like all of this stuff is just like, gosh. Oh, the fact that it has pierce immunities.
Right?
As a CR30, this guy just gets to say, I'm going to go ahead and ignore all your damage resistances, regardless of what they are.
It can just suck in water.
Uh-huh.
In an 80-foot long cone. A DC 44 reflex save. How about no? The maze within this digestive system.
No, I still wouldn't have been able to beat that. Give me this. For a huge creature, my reflex save is plus 17.
That is a lot.
It's kind of stupid. I have 28 dexterity and 30 strength as a huge creature.
Wow. You could flank it, though. You could actually flank this thing. I could not flank it. I'm so tiny.
I could flank it. I saw that, yeah.
Technically, you can't. It has all-around vision. It can't be.
It says only...
as a result of
can be flanked
massive...
only by huge or larger foes. Only, though.
But it has the defensive ability all-around vision. Means it cannot.
Oh, then never mind.
So I think this is just like... this is just like...
That's only true when it's blind. So if you blind it, then it can be flanked.
My favorite is that, let's see, that it can, like, it is so big that it can't make attacks of opportunity against anything smaller than huge. So, like, you, Jess, as Carna, could be right freaking next to it, casting spells as much as you want in its threatened range, and it wouldn't be able to make attacks of opportunity.
Good. I was worried. I was like,
you are too small for it to be able to target with an attack of opportunity.
Wow. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, I literally am like, okay, let's do a kaiju fight. I got no idea for a monster. I just scrolled through the...
Yeah.
I first went through the actual... Because they have actual kaiju that are like, have the kaiju subtype.
They're not very scary.
No, they're really not at them. And I'm like, okay, so all the kaijus are monstrous beasts. I'm just going to go through the monstrous beasts and see if I got anything better.
Oh, this was so good. Like, oh my gosh. The imagery, too, of, like, you know, things following in its wake because it makes sense. Like, they could eat stuff, whatever it's eating.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, crap.
Well, I was thinking, I'm like, okay, how do I, if I really need to, how do I stack the action economy? This isn't just one big thing. The entire city doesn't immediately target, right?
Yeah. No, that was all done very well, because I definitely had that distraction, like, oh, I want to help out, like, the little things, but that thing is so massive, who's going to stop that? You know, like, other people could, like, we could survive this, the little ones, right? Like, we could get over it, we could eventually band together, but this thing has never been slain, you know? So I was like, this is what we're here for, we gotta do it. It was good. And I could totally envision it like flying over everybody, you know, and like, so cool. Thanks.
Like, it's just like
Justin, that was so cool.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
So